Hello, Barendipitous here with another video for the Board Game Shelf, and so this was a bit of a surprise. My wife and I were perusing a local game store like we do, and we just sort of found this. We had never heard of this before, but since I'm a librarian, and we looked at it, and um, it's only like $30. We went ahead and got it. And also the fact that the package itself looks like a book, right? But yeah, Fire in the Library. We yeah, we were intrigued, and we decided to get it, and we have played it at least once since we got it, and so now I can with confidence tell you about what this is all about. So obviously, it is about a fire in a library, clearly in some kind of a like magical like fantasy setting because there's references to like magic and stuff. I'm pretty sure. Um, but essentially what it is, there's a bunch of different cards here. But yeah, so these brown cards here represent the library. There are four different sections. Voice crack. Wow. There are four different sections. And so you basically organize each section with the lowest number on top and the highest number on the bottom. And you arrange them like this, and you will see that it basically creates a picture. Oh, I have these backwards. Oops. Yeah, stained glass supposed to be in the middle. You will see that it creates a larger picture. You know, the picture that you see back here with the whole library essentially. So yeah, again, different sections, and as the game goes on, you will have to remove a card from the various decks, and as you do so, the fire just keeps getting bigger and bigger in that particular section until it's all burned up. The game ends when one of these sections burns up, basically. And also the big number increases here. So as the fire continues spreading, the books that you rescue from that library become more valuable. So you are getting points you are librarians, you know, who are getting points for trying to rescue books from the fire, essentially. There is this, the core game mechanic is this bag that has a bunch of cubes inside of them, a bunch of different colored cubes. On your turn, you're going to be drawing these cubes, and you hope that you draw anything except a red cube. So, yeah, each color represents a different section. We have the white section, the yellow section, the black section, and the purple section. And so these cubes correspond to those different sections. Let's see. Yeah, so on your turn, you're going to be sort of like choosing whether you're the first player that round or the second or whatever. So if you're the first player, you have this, right? You're going to be trying to rescue books one at a time. So you draw a cube, and in this case, it's a white cube. Okay, excellent. That's good. And if I want to keep drawing, I can do that. So I draw, yes, a yellow cube. That's another book. Wonderful. And keep going. Oh, no. All right. So a red cube means the fire spreads. So if you have put a red cube on a blank square, nothing happens. Yeah, but if again, like for the later games, there's like more and more blank squares. Essentially, if you have two red cubes on blank squares or one red cube on a fire square, then the fire spreads. So in this case, the fire spreads and I don't get any points for any of this. However, if I decided to stop here, then I would get points in two ways. First of all, I would get points for the books that I save. So for white is currently 1 point and yellow is currently 2 points. If, for example, the game had kind of like gone on and we have this, then white would be 3 points and yellow would also be 3 points, and so forth, right? So again, the books get more valuable. Also, you get points. So those are knowledge points, and you also get points for bravery. So again, wherever you stop, as long as the fire doesn't spread, you also get this many points as well. So in this case, 2. If you stopped before, you get this sort of like tool symbol. That means you get a free tool. There's going to be like 3 tools kind of like on display at any one time. And these are essentially like extra special items that help you sort of like, prevent the fire from spreading, or let you sort of like switch books around or save books in different ways. So you see like magical amulet, magical tome, library cart, and so forth, right? That's basically how the game goes. You are working together as librarians to try to save the books in the library, but ultimately you are trying to get the most points, and that's what this is. This right here is the scoreboard. It has numbers 1 to 100, and you move your little meeples around on that board to try to get as many points as possible. That's basically how the game works. Pretty straightforward. Also, I think it's hilarious that they have this little card here, Best Librarian. Essentially, if you like win a game, then back here it says if you win a game, you can take a selfie with this card, and tell your friends on social media to show that you are the best librarian. So again, as an actual librarian myself, I find all of this rather funny. And I mean, I guess you could assume that maybe I would be a bit distraught about the idea of a fire in a library. And yes, I definitely would be. But it's just kind of funny to me that there is a game all about it, and it's pretty good. Like it really is it's a push your luck kind of game that can get a bit intense or nerve-wracking. There was also a little micro expansion in here called the technology micro expansion. It's literally just this rule card and these 4 cubes, 3 blue ones and 1 additional fire cube. The idea is that if you decide to add these, then you get an additional fire cube, and then you also have the blue books. The blue cubes represent technology books. If a technology book is successfully saved, it scores points equal to the current highest value of the section of the library. If the fire spreads and a technology book burns, it burns last, and the section of the library with the highest burn index number is burned. Basically, it kind of makes like you can score a few more points, but I believe the library burns a little bit faster in general. But yeah, and also, like I said, through the course of the game, you're going to be automatically, sort of like removing cards from the library section's deck to have the fire continue to spread and everything. So it's going to happen no matter what. It's just a matter of how soon it happens. So yeah, that is Fire in the Library. The art is rather lovely. I like this. I love this kind of like blue and gold kind of like look to it. And yeah, there you go. I just kind of found it funny as a librarian, and it's a good little game, easy to teach and learn, and pretty quick to play, honestly. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, all the best.